I see you found your way back to the Gear Obsession channel. I am your host, Fred Hart, and in this episode, I'm going to be doing a first look at the Spyderco Endura. I went ahead and added the mouse because some people are hypnotized and I think it's helping me get subscribers, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my Razer mouse here. So what I have here is the Endura. I also have the Delica, and this looks very much like the Delica. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the blister package. The one that I have here came in the blister package. And I'll go ahead and open it up. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this. I want to try to preserve some of the packaging. And here we go. So look at the difference in the size between the Endura and the Delica. This is the Delica 4 here. And wow. Tell you, first impression, it feels pretty good. I did want the one with the serrations. I'm kind of a fan of serrations if they don't dominate the entire blade. I don't like it when they come up to here and leave you nothing. I like it when they're about half or a little bit less. This is definitely as far as I would go with serrations, but they've come in handy for me. You know, when cutting rope and things like that, if the serrations are done well, they seem to work better in my opinion. Opinion. This is not fact for me. So anyway, it looks like we have G10 scales. There is a metal skeletonized metal liner, not liner, but reinforcement inside those scales. Very hard to see, but I'll go ahead and tip this back and forth in hopes that you can see it. Has a very nice clip with some of the paper still stuck to it. I'm going to have to clean that off, like a little bit of glue or something, I don't know, but that'll clean off. If you ever have a lot of glue stuff like that, there's Gooby Gone could probably, oh, see, it came off. Cool. So anyway, the clips are pretty decent. They're nothing to write home about, but they're good. They're held on by 3 small screws. Looks like they are hex or Allen screws. They're not Torx, they're Allen. And again, they're 3. And what I really like about Spydercos is they really give you all the options in the world. You can put it either tip up, tip down, for right or left hand did carry. Very nice. And of course you have the Spyderco hole in the blade that they're known for. You have the serrations or jimping right here, so it prevents your hand from slipping down. It feels comfortable holding it the way that I normally hold it, like this, because I do light work. But if you're ready for that stabbing stuff, it's great for that. It feels good. And I like it when the handle is shaped this way, because when you hold it like this, you could get your thumb around it. Even though this blade, I don't know if it's shaped very well to, I guess it is. It's good. Now this is a lockback design. Wow, it has also serrations all the way down the back, just like the Delica. And serrations in the scales. So let's see how well it closes. Very nice. Very smooth. Very smooth opening. Let me see if I can flick this thing out. Usually I can't do it with the Spydercos. Whoa. Okay, I can. Very nice. Let's see how sharp it is out of the Okay, it's sharp. I buy it. Did I get that in the camera? I'm not sure if I got that in the camera. Okay, nice and sharp. Nice and sharp. Wow, that's what I love about Spydercos. You don't have to sharpen them out of the package. Look at that. They come sharp out of the package. Very impressive. The scales have this grip on them that go in two different directions. The traction is really good in both push and pull. Really nice. And if you didn't know, if you're new to Spyderco, it's made in, if I pronounce this wrong, Seki City, Japan. Seki City, Japan. I'm going to go ahead and do a close-up there. Nice and sharp. I'm going to do a close-up of the serrations so you could go ahead and get a close look at the way that they do serrations. Very typical type of serrations. Nothing very special. However, when serrations are done cheaply, when you run your finger across it very lightly, not cutting your finger, it's going to grab. You're going to feel it grabbing, which means it's, you know, when you're trying to cut rope, it's going to be a problem. But it's not grabbing. They're done right. They really are. It's no rough, unfinished metal on those serrations. Really nice the way they should be. Another thing that I like is that it does have an adjustable pivot screw. Again, that's another Allen screw right there. And let's see if there's any blade play. I don't feel any in that direction or in that direction, so it feels nice and tight. I'm very impressed. I mean, right out of the box it flips open. Now another thing I like to check out when I get new blades is how well centered the blade is between the scales. So let's take a look at that. As you can see, it is damn near perfectly centered. You know, it's not rubbing a scale on either side when the blade closes in there. Just the way it should be. Now this ain't a cheap knife. I paid around almost $70 for this. So it's not a cheap knife. It is a very expensive knife. But one of the reasons why this is so expensive is because it utilizes VC, did I say it right? VC10? VG10, I'm sorry, VG10 steel. And I'm just learning about this. So, you know, excuse my ignorance. So I'm slowly getting used to all the different steels. But what I do know, this is considered one of the super steels, one of the newer steels. Very hard, will maintain an edge very long. And it's still pretty stain resistant. You know, not all stainless steel is completely stainless, but it has a very good balance, and it's considered a super steel. It's one of the higher end steels, one of the best steels you can get in this price range, probably even price range well above it. So very good steel. Now, I just took it out of the package, so I can't personally speak to it, but from what I hear in other reviews and knowing what I've read with VG steel, it's the best you can get for the money. Man, that's good jimping. Real quick on specifications, which I don't like to get into details about, is that this is 3.6 ounces and the blade is 3 3/4 inches long. The only thing that could make this blade any better is that if it were made in America. Again, thank you very much for stopping by the Gear Obsession channel. Please come back often, and thank you for subscribing.